Every year, International Women's Day is celebrated around the world today on the 8th of March. Today should be a day to acknowledge the power of womanhood and women's ability to deal with multitasking in various spheres of life. Did you know that Australia's first International Women's Day was held in Sydney on 1929? It should be a day to celebrate women's achievements and both highlight the work needed to address barriers that continue to perpetuate inequality for women. Simply sticking to a movement to help International Women's Day, an action point to build support for women's rights and women's full participation within the economy, community, politics and everyday life. Cancel culture has turned International Women's Day from highlighting women's inequality to gender inequality. You can no longer discriminate against the biological male who identifies as a woman, as the woke ideology of the left has dictated that they're now one and the same, because socialist politics has been pushing hard to make it the new normal. Today in the US, McDonald's turned their golden arches upside down to commemorate International Women's Day. Meanwhile, in Malaysia, in KFC, they changed the icon Colonel Sanders to Claudia Sanders, being the Colonel's second wife. Both moves have nothing to do with women's liberation, because if they actually cared about women, they would pay their women workers equal pay and stop forcing them into zero contract hours. These global giants of the fast food industry talk the talk, but their inequality repeatedly shown against women doesn't match their origins. Now we can only hope that the pendulum will swing back to its original origins, as right now things have really gone too far. As we've recently seen in our Australian Federal Parliament, not even our bureaucrats can define what is a woman. So to finish off, perhaps the best example of how far things have gone, I'm going to turn to Canadian rapper Tom MacDonald to bring you up to speed.
Good morning everybody, and happy National Women's History Month to all the ladies out there. Women have done some amazing things throughout history. Tabitha Bobbitt created the circular saw in 1812. Or what about Katharine Graham, the first woman to become a Fortune 500 CEO? Or what about when women collectively fought and achieved the right to vote in 1920? But let's not forget the history that women have made lately. There's this dude who won Woman of the Year, and this dude who won the NCAA Women's Swimming Championship, and then there's this chick who became a dude. Oh yeah, and then there's this dude who had a baby. So ladies, it's National Women's History Month, and you've clearly got it under control. But if I could give you one piece of advice moving forward, just one small piece of advice, don't get your caught in your zipper when you're doing up your jeans. It sucks.